Can I have my keto cake and eat it too? If you make it. If I knew you were coming, I'd have baked a keto cake. Today I'm talking about keto bakes, keto sweet bakes. I'm talking about a lot of snacking and treats on my baby steps to clean low carb living. The goal is not to really eat any snacks or any sweets, but I know that the thought that you can't is a huge impediment to taking those first few steps. So, baby step 15, I'm halfway through my 30 days of walking and talking about clean low carb baby steps, and we're talking about bakes. The very first baby step, I recommend to just go make yourself a mug cake. And that's good because it's quick and it's simple. And 5 minutes from now, okay, maybe 10, if you clean up the kitchen before you dig in, you can be eating a delicious treat. But maybe we want to get more serious. Maybe you're going to have some company over, and you'd like to be able to offer dessert, or maybe you're going to your sister-in-law's and they ask you to bring the dessert because they always ask you to bring the dessert because you made some really good desserts when all of your ingredients look like sugar. So spend a little time in the kitchen and try a few recipes from the amazing cadre of keto creators out there. I I put out a recipe or two, but honestly, I am no chef. I am just learning to cook myself. But it is well worth your time. So I'm going to talk to you about a favorite or two. One of my very favorites. I always talk about Carolyn over at All Day I Dream About Food. And a staple in my house has been her, I think she calls them Tagalog bars. We just think of them as the chocolate peanut butter shortbread bars. And the recipe takes a little time because you've got to make the shortbread and bake it, and then you make the peanut butter filling. So good. And then that has to set, and then you add a chocolatey layer on top. Oh my gosh, it's been too long since I've made those. They're so good. I had just gotten to about the point where I didn't need treats all the time, and one of my daughters came to stay with us for a while. And she still needed her daily treats. So I got back into the habit, and I make a batch of these every week, and she would cut them very evenly. I never cut things evenly, into little squares, and we knew that was our go-to treat because we knew every ingredient in there. It was all clean. It wasn't carb free. No, it was made with almond flour. There are carbs, but also protein, and it's natural and minimally processed. And butter, yes, some swerve, probably salt, but all natural peanut butter, protein, and Lily's chocolate chips. So we knew all the ingredients. And although we were taking a few carbs, we were getting some protein, and it was delicious. It scratched that itch. I have experimented. I have created my own little chocolate muffins. Oh, and if you're not in the mood for chocolate, I can't remember who. It was probably Carolyn. Had a great raspberry crumble recipe out there. If you like that sort of thing, which I do. And my arm was getting tired because I'm rambling too much. Why go to the effort? I should have started here. Why go to the effort of making it yourself? Well, there's the reasons I just discussed. You know what's in there. But, I took a peek just before I stepped out at what some of the ready-made or near ready-made solutions are. I saw there is now a major brand of baking mixes offers a keto brownie mix. Sounds great, right? Well, first of all, I wasn't actually too taken aback by the ingredient list. There's an awful lot on there I didn't recognize. But the carbs were not negligible, and the serving size was like teeny. It was like 1/12 of the outcome. So you make this mix and you take something that you cut it into 12 portions. So you have 2 bites of a brownie, and that's 19 carbs. And little benefit. So that's not going to be my choice. A worse choice. There's a brand out there famous for making keto-friendly snack foods. And they offer little keto snack cakes. They're claiming 1 gram or 2 grams of carbs, net carbs. I look at their calculations because they're starting much higher. I forget the exact number, but it was somewhere around 19. And then they took out like 5 grams of fiber. I'm like, well, that doesn't get us to 1 or 2. Well, then they also subtracted out sugar alcohols. I guess that's too advanced for me. But I'm telling you, I feel about this the way I feel about the keto-friendly breads. Don't trust it. Subtract out the fiber if the fiber comes naturally packaged with the sugars. But otherwise, if they're pouring in a box of fiber because there's sugar in there and flour in there and pretending it's going to cancel it out, I don't believe that it does. Moreover, I found ingredients on there I wasn't too happy about. I'm pretty sure that's where I also found seed oils. We all know how I feel about seed oils. So they're telling you you're eating 1 gram of carbs, net carbs, and 10 grams of protein. But you're probably eating more like 20 grams of carbs. And you're probably going to have 2 bars. Come on now. Let's be honest. So, keto bakes. My advice, don't touch anything in the stores. Make something homemade. And if you just can't bring yourself around to it, then you have to stick to the quick treats, which are fine. I've already talked about those, so I won't ramble on any further. All right, this is Eileen. I reversed the worst of my Alzheimer's symptoms through a clean, low-carb diet. That's what I like to talk about here on my new little channel. If you're interested in getting started, if you're wondering what all my baby steps are, keep watching or check the description for links. Thank you for spending time with me today. Thank you for liking this video, commenting on this video, sharing this video. And until tomorrow, let's all stay strong, always kind and good. Choose good food for good health. Bye.